A rapprochement of sorts, as British Foreign Secretary David Lammy became only the second top UK diplomat to visit China in 6 years. His trip seeks to demonstrate Britain's strategic approach to building ties with Beijing despite areas of disagreement. It's an attempt to reset ties that had soured under the earlier Tory government.
Neither of us has an interest in escalation or greater instability. As fellow permanent members of the UN Security Council, we hold special obligations to the global community to show the world that diplomacy can and does work, to show that countries such as ours, with different histories and outlooks, still find pragmatic solutions to complex challenges.
Although there are differences between the two countries, the Labour government seems willing to make concessions. There are reports that Britain asked for a visit by former Taiwan President Tsai Ing-wen to the country to be postponed ahead of Lammy's trip. According to The Guardian, the Labour government has gone back on the genocide ruling on the issue of Uyghurs. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi says bilateral ties are now at a new starting point.
中伊关系从历史中走来，现在站在新的起点上。前不久，习主席同意4强网首次通话，只有两国增进接触、深化合作达成了重要共识，也提振了双边合作的信心。
Over a decade-long rule by the Tories has seen major shifts in the UK's approach towards China, moving from saying it wants to be China's greatest supporter in Europe to being one of its fiercest critics. Labour says its approach is more pragmatic, one which keeps in mind British security interests and rights violations that the West accuses China of.
I believe what you need is more diplomacy, not less. That's why it's so important to be here as a UK Foreign Secretary and to keep coming back. And of course, I was able to have dialogue with the Chinese on areas where we disagree. Areas like Hong Kong, areas like Taiwan, areas like human rights in Xinjiang. We were able to have those conversations and raise difficult and challenging issues.
Trade and technology are key areas of the bilateral relationship. China is Britain's 6th largest trading partner, with annual bilateral trade running into over £100 billion.
What business wants is stability and clarity, and that's what the UK government, led by Keir Starmer, promises over this next period. I've been speaking to British industry, and it's important to remember that 95% of that business is not an area that pertains to national security. I was speaking to a big drinks manufacturer. No one suggests that Scotch whisky is an area where there can't be more trade.